How good are you at getting referrals? Hey, I'm Michael DeLon, founder of Paperback Expert, and referrals are a great way to grow your business month after month after month. And what I find is a lot of business owners aren't great at getting referrals. It's a little awkward to ask for them sometimes. They don't have a system in place and they haven't orchestrated them. I think that's a phrase, I think I heard it from Dean Jackson first years and years ago, orchestrating referrals and setting them up so they happen automatically. Love that idea back then, love it today. And that's what I want to share with you today is how to do that. How our clients orchestrate referrals and get referrals, get their happy clients telling their friends and neighbors and relatives, business owners, church members about you. And the way that it works when you're an author is to take a copy of your book and ask your client during the process of when you're serving them, or maybe at the end when you're putting together maybe an estate plan or a retirement plan, whatever you do, when they're most happy with you and you know that in the next few days or weeks they're going to be talking about you to their friends, or at least what you've done to set them up, that's the best time for you to start getting referrals. And for the longest time, when I first started my consulting business, I would give, business cards out. I'd take multiple business cards, or I had a flyer or a brochure and I'd give them. And those kind of got thrown in the garbage, right? That's just not, here, take the business card of my consult. That's just not the best way to do it. But after I published my book on marketing back in 2013, what I would do when I had a happy client was I'd ask them a question. I'd say, would you do me a favor? And because they're happy with you, they're always going to say, well, sure, what can I do for you? Would you take 2 or 3 copies of my book, and just when you're talking with your buddies at Rotary or wherever you go, and you're talking about how I've helped you grow your business and break through those barriers and get more clients, would you do me a favor and just hand them a copy of my book? Say, well, here's the guy that helped me. He wrote this book. You should read it. Would you do that for me? They're all said yes. They love doing that because it's a simple way for them to reciprocate and do something good for me. But it's also really cool for them to tell their buddies, hey, my guy wrote the book on marketing. And that's why I wrote the book on marketing, by the way. So my clients could tell people that they hired the guy who wrote the book on marketing to help them grow their business. Their friends would then read my book, and their friend would call me to see if I could help them. That's how I started getting referrals. So we built that into a system now that we give our clients, and when they use that system, they get lots of business. So Chris Perry is America's home inspection referee, and when he goes out to realtors' offices to solicit their business, because realtors bring him clients to inspect their homes, Chris takes lots of books. And instead of putting on their desk a little notepad with his name on it or a pen or whatever, he puts copies of his books because he knows that when the realtor reads the book, they're going to love it. This is a great resource that they can give to their clients, and then their clients prefer to work with America's Home Inspection Referee over Joe's Home Inspection Service, and Chris grows his business through referrals using his book and his credibility as an author. And then John Brown is a financial advisor, and he wrote his book, Build a Life, Not a Portfolio. And John's smart. He followed our systems. He gave multiple copies of his book to one of his clients. And then a few months later, his clients were having dinner with some friends of theirs. And they just handed John's book to their friends, and their friends left, and I think they were in a different state actually, went back home, read the book, called John, and said, hey, we were with John and Sally. They gave us a copy of your book. We love it. We'd like to talk. John gained another client, a referral, because his happy client had multiple copies of his book, and John had kind of scripted them. He orchestrated in their mind, here's when I want you to hand a copy of my book over to somebody. When that conversation goes to, in John's terms, financial and retirement, that's when I want you to go get a copy of my book and just hand it to them and say, here's the guy who helped us. You should read his book. Those are just 3 simple ways to use your book to gain more referrals in your business. Now, obviously, the key to all of those working is you have to have a book. So if you don't have a book yet, if you're not an author, but you've been thinking about it, then let's have a conversation and see how we can help you create your book without writing a word, get it done in under 24 clock hours of your time, make you an Amazon best-selling author, guaranteed, and then teach you how to grow your business through referrals, through converting more leads, and through having more happy, satisfied clients. So if you don't have a book yet, it is one of the best marketing strategies you'll ever do. Schedule a call with me and let's see how we can help you build more referrals in your business when you become an author and create your book without writing a word.